Today, I'll be talking about the gender wage gap present all over the world. This issue is one of paramount importance because women are being paid less in many professions than men doing the exact same work. As the infographic from 1995 indicates, women in the US on average earned 66% of what men did, while in places like France they earned around half of what men did. In modern times, around 2010 to be exact, women earned around 82% of what men did in the United States. But why does a problem like this exist? Its roots lie in the more domicile roles women played in society in the past. Women were often seen only as homemakers and unfit for so-called men's jobs. But as the world industrialized, women took an ever-increasing role in society. Unfortunately, the prejudice that existed then still remain, as the next infographic indicates that women hold only 3.7% of CEO and 23% of executive positions, despite making up anywhere from 49 to 50% of the workforce. Age is also an issue, as the graph indicates that men are usually older and more experienced than their female counterparts. And it has always been a problem in the world, and occurs regardless of the profession. One of the biggest offenders of such are doctors, with a pay gap exceeding 40% on average. Another profession is the financial field, where the gap ranges from 20% to 40%, depending on issues like age, experience, seniority, etc. The presence of a college education can greatly help, as more educated women in professions like that of medicine or engineering, for example, can make as much as their male counterparts. That being said, pay gaps still exist in those fields. Women can combat this issue through many avenues, as this issue has come to mainstream attention and major steps have been taken to address it. One of which is federal pressure on companies to narrow the gap by passing new anti-gender discrimination laws. Many businesses have also taken steps to counter this problem by electing female CEOs like that of Carly Fiorina of Hewlett-Packard and Mary Barra of General Motors. Baseline issues like that of education are being addressed by an increase in scholarships and classes for girls looking to get into science, technology, engineering, and math, or STEM, career fields. But despite this, women are still greatly affected, as on average women will lose close to $500,000 over their working lifetime because of this issue. In the eyes of the Church, it is a problem of importance, as Pope Francis has spoken on it, calling it a scandal in an interview with CNN Money that has to be addressed to live in a harmonious world. However, the Church is one of the worst offenders of women's rights in history, and as women hold little in the way of power within the Vatican, it is also not expressly a sin, as nothing in the Bible refers to the issue. So while the Church advocates for equal rights, it has a long way to go itself on the issue. But for all the press that the women's side of the issue gets, men are not immune from the problem. Professions like counselor, construction manager, and research assistant, women earn much more than their male co-workers by around 3 to 5%. In conclusion, this is a whole societal flaw that must be remedied, as people should earn the same for doing the exact same work.